So, welcome back to the SF Comic Book Company. This is our weekly show, the SF Company Hour. My name is RayDoomZilla on Instagram. Today, we have some special guests right next to me. Introduce yourself.
So my name is Andres. To these guys, I'm known as Scumbag Dre. You guys will find out why.
He's not really a scumbag. But
yes,
we just
he
like to call him Scumbag.
I play
Dre.
it well.
I like Dre.
You guys will see.
Somebody has to. Right next to him,
Hondo.
our returning champion.
Yes. I'm going to go by Hondo from now on. Although some coworkers call me Captain Central America.
Captain Central America.
So
And
I'm aging well.
Yeah, like a fine wine. And right over in the corner in the director's chair, our director.
It's Rick. Don't call me Diesel over here.
Rick D's nuts.
Rick Diesel. I gotta.
Asshole,
he opened up a can of worms with that.
Don't call me Diesel.
Rick Diesel.
Rick D's.
Rick Diesel.
Rick D's nuts. So today, so I want to first shout out, thank you, that awesome music you just heard for our intro. That's our intro music done by the great Graham Gates. He has a band named Saliva Tribe. I'll get a link to their next gig. I believe they're playing sometime in November. So we'll put a link to their band. He has an awesome band. You should guys definitely check him out. And he killed it on the intro. Very cool.
Very funky.
Very funky.
Very
Very
awesome.
old school San Francisco vibe. So I really appreciate that. Graham killed it with that. So that's going to be our intro music. And I really dig it. And
Thanks, Graham.
Right on, Graham.
Thank you, Graham.
Saliva Tribe, huh?
Saliva Tribe.
Oh, wow,
I
okay.
still need to see him live. It's on my bucket list. Music to go see.
I'm down.
All right. So first, I want to just kind of talk about your fandom. Like Dre is our action figure enthusiast. Just like me, I'm a big action figure guy, toy guy. So he's also that. So what else are you like? What are you into mostly?
Pretty much just action figures. Anything from 6-inch to Hot Toys 1/6 scale. Yeah, right. The bigger the better. The bigger the better, the more expensive.
Hot Toys are a Hong Kong Chinese Hong Kong toy manufacturer that right here. This is
Like
a Hot
that
Toy.
Han Solo?
Yeah, it's Han Solo. This is our third. This is our co-host tonight. So we're gonna be going into that, like the Hot Toys, and like me and him will both collect. We have a huge collection. Even Rick has a few Hot Toys. That's how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alex, no Hot Toys.
I have no Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Although you were going to give me that Iron Man,
We're
right?
working on trades.
War
Future
Machine?
Give
Give me that
gift.
War Machine.
It's
big
going to be
gift,
traded
sir.
at some point. So action figures. You're a big wrestling fan like myself.
Yep. Watch wrestling. Back to the action figures. I collect mostly imports now. Just trying to stay away from the domestic stuff. Big Japanese fan. You guys will find out why later.
Of just toys. Right?
Yeah,
Japanese
but, big wrestling fan.
The country?
I like to watch movies a lot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, cool. That's the perfect guy for the show. And Alex, we kind of went over your secret origin. So
I love comic books and movies and
loves
everything
comic
else.
books and the ladies.
And comic
And I love the ladies, of course. Yes.
They love him back.
All right. So cool. We're going to get into some more action figure nerd talk later. And that'll probably just be me and Dre talking because we're the biggest action figure nerds here. But we're definitely going to have some subjects today. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is Star Wars. We're going to do some Star Wars talk. People were asking, like, when did you talk about Star Wars last week? Because I knew the trailer was coming out on Monday. So I figured let's wait until we actually have something to talk about because you can talk about Star Wars every show. This could be a Star Wars show every week. Yeah. So Episode 9, the new trailer came out. What's your initial thoughts of the trailer? What did you guys think? Dre, what did you think of the trailer?
It actually got me pretty excited. Not too sure how they're gonna how they're gonna go with it. To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it quite yet.
All right. Well, my next question: did you like Last Jedi?
Did I like The Last Jedi? I did not like The Last Jedi. There's a lot of things about it that I did not like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Force Awakens was a great movie, even though it was
Awakens.
reminiscent of Episode 4.
Yeah.
Last Jedi, a lot of things, I guess, I don't know. It just didn't seem like a Star Wars movie.
It didn't feel like a Star Wars movie.
It didn't feel like a Star Wars movie.
I have a lot of issues with
that. And that's the biggest complaint that I have.
Before we go and start to hate on Last Jedi, not that I like it,
Then why are you saying something?
Because I just want to make sure that, we talk about who's seen the trailer or what. Because I don't know if Alex has seen it.
I saw the trailer.
getting
The
to
latest trailer?
That's where we're getting
of
to
Star Wars. Yeah,
it's called progression, Rick. We're going to talk
because when we get to the Last Jedi, I'm sure the Last Jedi is probably going to have a lot. It's very divisive.
Yes, we know. Oh, really? Is Last Jedi decisive?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So, Alex, what'd you think of the trailer?
I thought the trailer was good. It was nice. I mean, I really didn't see much progression. I didn't see it didn't really add any more to the first trailer, because the first trailer drops the bomb at the end of the trailer with the Emperor laughing. So
chills. I got chills when that.
Yeah. So besides that, there's nothing that this trailer showed me that is going to make me more excited than I already am.
And quick, did you like The Last Jedi? Or you actually kind of liked it, right?
I kind of liked it.
But you're not really a Star Wars fan, so.
I mean, I like Star Wars like pretty much everyone likes Star Wars.
Like The Last Jedi, somebody came and took your card away.
No, The Last Jedi has, besides the Mary Poppins moment and a lack of true lightsaber battle, the movie's good. I like the actors. I like the characters. The new ones. I like Daisy Ridley and John Bodega.
Boyega.
Sounds like a gangster.
John Bodega is the guy you buy drugs from.
The Dominican guy up in Hoboken, bro.
That's funny.
Wow, John Boyega. I'm sorry.
Sounds like a horrible porn star.
And Oscar
Isaac.
John Bodega.
Oscar Isaacs. Yeah, I like the new cast. I always have. And Oscar Isaac. Yeah, sorry.
Say it with me. Bodega.
Rick, quick thoughts on the trailer?
Oh, man. I seen it once. I kind of wanted to wait to watch it a second time, to watch it like with you guys. But from what I saw, same thing like Dre. A lot of cool stuff in it. I am not sure if this takes my level of excitement any further up. I'm only excited because I want this movie to erase and fix everything that happened in The Last Jedi.
This movie,
that's about it.
This movie is going to be fan service to movie, which is not a bad thing. Fan service is not always a bad thing. So I think they're going to right the ship. They know they messed up with The Last Jedi. They kind of divided the fan base for the most part. Even worse than the prequels. Like there's, I'm a prequelist myself. I actually dig some of the prequels.
Oh yeah, they aged really well.
If you. There's
really,
there's good stuff in it.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree that.
Some of the screenwriting is really bad, and some of the casting is really bad. But the story that's in there, there's some good stuff in there. You just got to fucking dig a little bit. But my thoughts on the trailer. I thought the trailer was good. I kind of like that I don't know what the story is. Yeah. I don't have a clue what's going on, which is good. Like I don't want spoiler culture in Star Wars is so rampant. Like everything is always spoiled. So the fact that I don't know how the Emperor is involved, what's going on with Rey and Kylo, it's all kind of like I don't know what's going on, which I kind of like. Yeah. I have a rule: I don't watch if I'm in after the first trailer, I don't watch any more trailers. But Star Wars is a special beast. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. It didn't give me too much. I'm excited. I got everybody get their tickets.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh wait, I got the tickets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray.
I'm upcharging.
He was waiting for that.
I still owe you some cash.
5 p.m. Thursday. I got the first showing. I'm the man. Yes,
he's the man.
Yeah, $20. You guys all.
I do have one question for you guys though. When it comes to the trailer, what's the one thing out of the trailer that's just caught your eye that you want to find out more about?
The one scene I really liked in the trailer that kind of stood out. I can't wait to see that when Bodega and Bodega, Poe, and Chewbacca are running down the hall just blasting stormtroopers. That scene is amazing. I want to see more of that. I want to see that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great, man. It's like almost like a video game.
Yeah, it looks badass. Them running through the hall, just blasting stormtroopers. Oh, I'm choosing for that. Scene. And singing Billy D.
Yes, yeah.
Billy D.
That was
great.
That was huge.
I love Billy D. Williams. So seeing him back, I'm glad that they have at least him back. It looks like he's going to be driving the Falcon. He's going to do something badass. I'm
probably going to go out with it, maybe. maybe.
Nah, the two things that need to survive, I think Chewbacca and the Millennium Falcon need to go best. And the other thing that stood out is I think C-3PO is going to be badass for once. I'm not a big C-3PO fan, but I don't want to go into any like rumors or spoilers, but if you've seen some of the promotional images and the last trailer, I think they're reprogramming C-3PO and kind of doing something weird with him, different. So that moment was pretty sweet. So I'm excited for this movie.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So anything stand out from the trailer?
For me, obviously, it's the Palpatine scene at the end, reminiscent of Throne Room, Return of the Jedi. We're gonna see what happens. Gonna see where Kylo fits into all this. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping. I'm a big fan of Kylo Ren. One thing I didn't like about The Last Jedi, I'm going to talk about it now, is when they introduced Kylo Ren at the beginning of The Force Awakens, he had like a really strong presence, kind of like Vader.
I think they messed up taking that mask off.
They felt too comfortable with him.
He looks badass in the mask.
Yeah, in the mask. So I'm really glad that they brought it back. Hopefully he wears it throughout the movie, and we'll see what happens with him and Palpatine, and
Palpatine.
See where Rey fits in all this too. Maybe she's one of them. Who knows?
She's a clone, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping for something like that.
I think they're gonna do something badass. They're gonna do something crazy with the characters because they know people have been waiting. Like that's kind of what disappointed with Last Jedi. They didn't really progress the story that JJ set up. So I think they're gonna say, you know what, we're gonna give fans some badass stuff that we're gonna enjoy. Yeah. Alex, anything that stood out from the trailer?
I like. At the very end of the trailer, this kind of light shines on Rey, and I'm paraphrasing, but it says the Force will be with you always, and it's really cool. I like that. I got to see what Daisy Ridley's character, what Rey will, what awesome reveal, if there's going to be a reveal.
Is she a clone? She's the Emperor's granddaughter. She's Obi-Wan's daughter.
The title is Rise of Skywalker. Yeah. So where is the? Yeah, is she a Skywalker?
The one theory I kind of like is that she is remember Serpentor from G.I. Joe? Where
they grabbed all the DNA from different.
All the great.
They got Jedi DNA.
Yeah, they just took all the great Jedi DNA and threw it all in a box. And
she's got a little Yoda in her. She's got a little.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they'd be able to get a piece of Yoda. It's not like they.
Everybody wants a piece of Yoda.
It's like the Ark of the Covenant. Yeah. They can dig up his DNA.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of theories out there, but I just want something cool, really. All right, so. Next on our topics, we're going to talk about just a quick thoughts on Obi-Wan is going to start filming soon. They had this script for Obi-Wan for a long time, so they're about to go into production. It's going to be a Disney Plus show. I'm probably most excited for Obi-Wan. What are you guys' thoughts on the Obi-Wan show? Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah, right there. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a 6-episode series, or maybe a little bit more. 6 or 8, yeah. Which I'm fine with. Like, we get a 6-hour movie instead of a 2-hour movie we would have got. So, what are your Alex? What's your initial thoughts on the Obi-Wan movie? Are you excited about?
Well, this? I didn't know about that. Ewan McGregor was coming back.
There's no one else. Like, unless you can beat Alec Guinness, you're not. You can't really do it.
Right. I love Ewan McGregor. He's great. He played an awesome Obi-Wan. So right there, I definitely would like to see it. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's something that definitely looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, I heard that they were talking about it for quite some time. I mean, obviously, like what Ray said, Obi-Wan is Alec McGuinness. You couldn't find someone Alec Guinness. I'm thinking of I don't know.
Terry McGinnis.
But Terry McGinnis, Batman Beyond.
It's still relevant.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, it's like almost the perfect representation of. Alec Guinness. So definitely excited. Obi-Wan's badass character.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're pretty excited. Rick, what are you got any thoughts on that?
I just want to know who they're going to bring back for it. That's going to be my thing. Are they going to have Hayden Christensen make an appearance?
I think you can bring Darth Maul.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Maul and him.
They should not meet, though, because it would mess with the continuity set up by Rebels. So they shouldn't meet. But he should be a specter on the show, like kind of like
collision course,
kind of searching for Obi-Wan. Like you'll see Darth Maul because they set up Darth Maul, and spoilers alert for Solo. Darth Maul shows up. So if you haven't went into how Darth Maul returns, because obviously he got sliced in half, but it's a world of fantasy. That doesn't matter. It's a great storyline in Clone Wars. If you ever get a chance to go back, you kind of check out how Maul comes back. But sorry to cut you off, Rick. But go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, I was it's Hayden Christensen. You want to? I want to see. You want to see Darth Maul coming back too as well. But I'm definitely excited for this flick. I mean, for this show.
Yeah.
8 episodes or 6 episodes.
I think it's 6. I think it's 6.
If it's 6 or 8, it's just when it comes down to it. You got, I think, Filoni's working on the show. Dave Filoni, and if right now everything that he's touching when it comes to Star Wars is kind of gold. He's almost like their Kevin Feige. But now Kevin Feige's involved in Star Wars.
He was personally trained by Lucas Filoni, and so he's a Lucas guy.
He's a Lucas guy.
And Lucas, people don't know about the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is a great interpretation of Star Wars. It's kind of like the best of all. Great mythology. If you haven't checked the Clone Wars out, check it out. Disney Plus is about to have season 6, I believe, season 6 or 7. So they're doing another season, kind of wrap it up.
Is it on Netflix still?
I believe it's still on Netflix. They might take it off for Disney Plus. So.
Yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, definitely check it
Clone
out.
Wars is awesome.
We're definitely going to need that.
It's good.
That account, Rick.
We don't steal
Just
here.
really quick, any thoughts on Mandalorian? The Mandalorian.
It looks amazing.
I'm excited.
Pedro Pascal, man, he's hotter than sliced bread right now.
So Pedro Pascal,
Maxwell Lord, you saw him up?
Yeah,
Maxwell Lord, yeah.
But him and Mandalorian
In the new Wonder Woman 1984, he's going to be playing Maxwell Lord.
Mask on?
Yeah, Pedro Pascal, he's in all kinds.
I kind of hope he doesn't. He pulls a Judge Dredd and not takes.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing about the Mandalorian. I think it's like the whole Kylo Ren thing. Having the mask on really brings
it brings a lot of mystery.
It's the character.
Some darkness and some
character.
air of mystery to the character, air of terror. Like, who's this guy coming in? He's just like the baddest motherfucker in the room.
Kind of like Rick. Who's this guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Once you give him a face, it's kind of like, he's not.
Don't humanize these characters.
He's not
it's Adam Driver.
He's not a badass.
All right, so we're gonna go over this next topic. I think that's a good little Star Wars discussion. So the next topic, we're just gonna talk quickly about our thoughts on the Watchmen TV show. I think I watched it all. Alex watched it all. You started it. You didn't finish it. Rick, did you watch it all?
I didn't get a chance to go watch
it. In other words, you're asking who watches the Watchmen?
That's pretty good, Alex. All right, so Alex,
thank you.
So first, you read the original book, obviously.
Yes, one of my favorite books, comic books. It is not overhyped. It is actually the comic book is a masterpiece. It is great, amazing writing. And this show, well, yeah.
Did you watch the movie?
I watched the movie as well, the Zack Snyder movie.
What was your thoughts on the movie?
I liked it because it was.
Did you see the director's cut?
I have not seen the director's cut.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, really.
Borrow that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
So what's your thoughts on the TV show?
And the TV show is
given that we're only getting one episode in, so it's not
right.
It's
with the first episode, it's hard to judge. It looks like an interesting story, but it could be not related to Watchmen.
The movie,
it's like almost like an alternate kind of a universe thing, or just like it happens years after the.
It happens pretty much after the events of what happened in Watchmen.
Okay.
The movie, and then it's pretty much a focus on society and a snapshot of a city in Oklahoma.
Tell them that. Don't tell me. Don't look at Rick. I know Rick is very handsome, and you want to look at him. Don't look at Rick.
Yeah. So
Rick's very.
Where is it? It's in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
You're joking.
Is where it takes place, and but it's basically life after the events of the Watchmen movie.
And it doesn't really say if it's after the movie, or like is it the comic book? Because they have a big reference to the ending of the controversial change of the ending to the comic book to the movie. So our squid monster friend, if you haven't read spoilers for Watchmen, that's a 30-something-year book. At the end, instead of blowing up the city, they unleash a squid monster upon New York and kind of destroys the city. So there's a little reference to that. So I'm not sure if they're trying to go with the movie continuity, the comic book continuity. It's kind of vague. It's kind of vague.
So the show it mentions the squid monster.
There's a scene in it that kind of references it. So
there's a ton of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So they don't really necessarily directly say, this is from the Watchmen movie or the comic book, but they have references like there are just a bunch of Easter eggs that I don't really want to get into that, but ton of Easter eggs that basically tell you this is part of the same universe as the comic book and movie. It's good.
You like it?
I mean, it's an interesting show. It looks like I got to give it a.
Who's the guy that has the silver mask? So basically, the premise is like cops are kind of the vigilantes now. They wear cops have to wear masks. They have to have secret identities. They're all So if you're like a certain level, you get a costume and stuff. So that's kind of the premise, that cops have to be vigilantes with masks now. So I guess that's the culture they set up. It's an interesting story. Like Rorschach has a cult of people that were if you seen Watchmen or read Watchmen, at the end he gives up his diary, and so. To release his manifesto to the world. So I guess some people took it to heart. It's almost like a white supremacist group that's come out of it.
Yes.
The seven. What is they called? The Seventh Cavalry.
Seventh Cavalry.
So it's kind of a white supremacist, kind of almost a hate group. So it's interesting where they're going. I'm definitely going to watch it more. They're definitely, like you said, there's a bunch of Easter eggs. There might be. I don't know where they're going. I like Jeremy Irons and everything.
Jeremy Irons. Is he Ozymandias?
They haven't really said.
They haven't really said. That's another Easter egg.
They mentioned Dr. Manhattan. They kind of showed him a little bit. So I don't know how, like, what they're pulling from, what they're trying to say, like what's canon. So it's a decent start. I do like the first 10 minutes. It's kind of a brutal 10 minutes. A kind of a 1920s Tulsa area, very disturbing images, and very it's racially some racial I would say tension a little bit. It's very brutal. It's not for the faint of heart. The first 10 minutes, it's very intense. So you watched a little bit of it. What'd you think have you read Watchmen?
I haven't read Watchmen, and I haven't watched a little bit.
Have you ever watched the movie?
I watched the movie.
So you watched the movie. What were your thoughts on the movie?
I mean, I like the movie. I didn't have anything to kind of back page, it to me, because I haven't read the book. That's
your next homework. You gotta read Watchmen.
You got a homework assignment.
Busy guy.
Busy guy.
No, it's a great read.
No,
it's amazing.
Yeah, the movie was good.
Yeah, and Rick, you watched the first 5 minutes.
I only got to see some of the stuff that they did for the previews that HBO threw out there. I was really looking for it because I've been looking forward to seeing Watchmen just because it's Lindelof.
Yeah.
Him taking the producer credit.
So Lindelof did Lost and
that's pretty much the one I kind of.
No, he also did something else.
He did a bunch of stuff, man. You look at his.
He's pretty much the main guy in Lost.
But I'm looking at the cast list. The fact that you guys said Jeremy Irons was in it.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Regina King is really good.
King's in it. Don Johnson's in it. Tim Blake Nelson.
Yes.
He's probably the best of the show. I think.
Yeah, I love Tim Blake Nelson.
He's always good in things.
And there's also going to be
Gossett Jr.'s in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow, I haven't seen him in forever.
The guy who played Black Manta is in it too.
Oh,
yes, yeah.
Yahya Abdul Mateen?
Yes.
Yahya.
Is that his name, Yahya?
Sure.
I don't know. I mean...
I don't want to be the
one.
I like Abdul Mateen.
Yeah. All right, so are you planning to watch the rest of this, or are you
I'm definitely gonna watch. I want to watch it.
I'll check it
out.
Look for it.
All right, cool. All right, so
to be continued.
We'll see. We'll give another update when we watch a few more episodes, see where it's going. I wasn't blown away by it, but I'll definitely watch the next episode, at least the next couple episodes. I'm sure they're going to do something that's going to grab my attention. If not, I'll drop it and move on with my life.
Exactly.
Life's too short. There's too many damn TV shows out there. All right, so next we're going to do a little quick review of DC Marvel crossover classics. Move your big head, Rick.
Wow.
See if there's there you go. So crossover classics. This is a collection of some of the early DC Marvel crossovers. Dre, I gave this to you for a book report. So it was kind of what was your initial thoughts of this book? Just kind of
the first few stories were pretty cool. The one against Superman versus Spider-Man.
Yeah, written by
Conway.
Gary
Conway.
Yeah.
Gary or Jerry Conway.
Yeah. One of the first big crossovers, Superman and Amazing Spider-Man, from 19, I believe. I wish I had the date on here. From like late 70s, I believe. So not the first DC Marvel crossover. I believe the first DC Marvel crossover was.
The first Marvel DC crossover was Superman Spider-Man?
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, Wizard of Oz. Okay.
Wizard of Oz was the first DC Marvel crossover. So Dre, what was your first thoughts? What was your thoughts? So you got the Spider-Man, Superman.
In regards to that story, I thought it was really fun. It was really nice to introduce those two characters. Man, you had, two of their arch enemies. Yeah,
is it Spider-Man?
Doc Ock versus Doc Ock and Lex Luthor working together.
Okay.
Against
And it's not really a battle with Superman and Spider-Man because Superman's just the cheapest character ever. So
exactly.
But it's a fun story.
It's fun, it's
a fun story to see those characters interact,
like working together, and the fact that they both have identities and they're similar. They have a lot of similarities in the story kind of
they're both
exudes
reporters
that really well.
both,
exactly.
They're both both
exactly.
work for newspapers.
So you get
Daily
a lot of that in the
Bugle.
story. And then they did another one with Superman and Spider-Man. They fought Doctor Doom and the Parasite.
Right.
The art's really good. It's old. It's cheesy fun. It's an old school story. Did you get to the Batman Hulk?
I did not get to the Batman.
Batman Hulk is pretty interesting.
I got through Spider-Man.
The best part of the Batman Hulk is Hulk. Batman kind of takes Hulk down because Batman's cheap as fuck.
He sure is.
Batman.
It's kind of a fun story. It's good. Good art. Who does the art? The art is by Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. Great
artist, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez.
Lynn Wayne is the writer.
And Gary Conway is a writer. He created The Punisher and Miss Marvel.
He created for you, yeah.
He's created a few characters.
The artwork is
Gary
really
Conway
nice.
writes that first story where Spider-Man meets Superman, and these are DC's...
Han. That was Kylo's fucking...
DC Marvel crossovers.
You mean Han?
And then Batman Hulk. The Batman Hulk is...
this is the best scene in the Batman
interesting.
Hulk is when Batman kicks Hulk in the stomach and makes him breathe.
Well, the two biggest comic book companies getting together and just crossing over their characters. It's interesting,
It's probably the best DC Marvel. They've had a few Marvel crossovers. This is probably some of the best stories coming out of DC Marvel crossovers.
Yeah. This isn't supposed to happen.
No. It's you gotta.
But it's Batman. You're working.
It's about
Bruce Wayne.
So the best story out of all this, which of course you didn't read because
That's.
I'm looking at it right now.
To be honest, I haven't read any of those either.
I don't. I really upset. I expect this stuff out of Bo, but not you guys. You guys are supposed to be some real.
You guys are both professional, damn it.
Out of the thousands of comic books that I have, I
All the
don't
free time
have
in the
those.
world.
It's like
So the best storyline out of this book is X-Men versus Teen Titans.
Wow, that's a nice picture.
Claremont.
Can you show that picture on the camera?
Written by Chris Claremont and
That
drawn
Dark
by,
Side. Wow, that's a nice.
Drawn by the great Walter Simonson.
Simonson.
Inked by Terry Austin. He was actually Terry Austin was the finisher. So it's a great story. It's X-Men versus Teen Titans. Back in the early 80s, Teen Titans was a bigger book at one point than the X-Men. It was kind of a back and forth from the Teen Titans and the X-Men. When Claremont was writing X-Men and Wolfman and Perez were doing Teen Titans, it was kind of a back and forth, so they kind of had a friendly rivalry. And at this point, they had a crossover. I think it's a greatly drawn book by Walt Simonson, one of the great artists of all time. It's a cool story. You get to see Deathstroke take out the X-Men. It's a pretty badass storyline.
That's cool.
That's one I definitely have to pick up.
The Phoenix comes out. It's a bad story. Dark Side's involved. If you haven't read this story, it's a great story. I can't believe you guys haven't read this. It's a great art.
I need to pick that up. Yeah, I'm looking for the original.
This could be a hidden gem.
Just borrow it now, Alex.
There you go.
Just read it.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I got
There you go.
homework
There you go.
I'll make it think
So, a great book if you haven't seen it. One of the better crossover books.
Yeah,
all right,
really
so next we're going to go and talk about some Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends is an action figure from Marvel, obviously. It's a toy, their toy division. I'm a big fan of Marvel Legends. Dre is a big fan of Marvel Legends. We collect them all. I'm sorry we don't have our videos set up. Somebody dropped the ball on that one. We're not going to mention who.
Wow.
Well,
we're still working on, but kind of want to just hear like there anything that's standing out coming up in the releases like. You own how many Marvel Legends do you own?
I have quite a few.
Over 50?
More than 50.
More than 50?
Yeah, definitely cutting back.
Wow.
Yeah,
do you have one at hand so we can show the audience what one looks like?
Here, go grab that Captain America up there. How about that? To the left,
the one
right
with the big shield on the top shelf
with the hammer.
This one.
It's in a stand, so grab the whole thing.
Worthy Thor.
Worthy.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Wait, let me.
Worthy Cap, I mean.
Oh,
Worthy
sure.
Thor.
Here, just give me that. That's fine.
I'm vertically challenged, man. What can I say?
These are Marvel Legends. This is definitely one of my favorite ones. The Worthy Cap. If you spoilers for Avengers Endgame, if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, this is like one of the best figures. They're pretty good. They've gotten better quality wise because when. Toy Biz used to have the license. They actually did a great job with their toys. And then they went over to Hasbro, right? Hasbro. Yep. The quality of the figures were not that good. The last, probably 5 years of Marvel Legends, they kind of stepped up their game and kind of made better quality figures. So now all the MCU movies have figure lines. These are the figures you'll see from coming out of that line. It's a great line. They do really cutty characters. You don't really get to see action figure form. So it's a great line.
How many series on that line?
There's so many, man.
Yeah,
there's so
you
many.
have more than 50 of these.
Yeah.
In the box or out of the box?
Oh, I'm out of the box now.
Oh, now
I've probably 30 in the box.
Yeah, I used to be an inbox collector, but now I just don't have the space for it. So
yeah, they take up a lot of.
So you got a nice shelf like this,
yeah, I'm working on it right now. Yeah. I just moved, so yeah, I'm still a work in progress.
These are great.
Hopefully.
Man.
Even Alex has a couple of them.
I have a couple of them. I have the Doom one. Thank you.
We'll do a house visit.
Oh, yeah.
And check out the collection.
Dre's on the list of houses we're going to want to visit because he's a collector, so we like that. So upcoming Marvel Legends, anything that stands out in the upcoming slate?
To be honest, the only one that really just stands out for me is the Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom, yeah, that's
Doom.
my top pick.
Which Doctor Doom?
It's coming out next year, I believe in February. It's a Fantastic Four series. They're gonna have the whole Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
nice.
Doctor Doom. Who's the other character in that series? I think there's gonna be another one. So Doctor Doom is
quite a bit. Yeah.
Submariner.
He's not in that series now.
Oh, okay.
I believe there's one other figure, but Doctor Doom is a standout. He looks badass. If you, I'll put a link in the description so you can go check out that figure. That one really stands out.
Especially if you don't have him already, because the older one kind of goes. It's like secondary market's probably around $50 to $80.
Yeah. Some of them go really high.
Yeah,
so
it just depends.
GameStop's actually pretty good about pre-ordering that kind of stuff. If you want to go look at pre-order some figures, so they're a good spot to pre-order. So try to get on top of those figures.
I feel like this year was the year for Marvel Legends. Maybe this year and last year. There's just so much shit.
Any one particular stands out?
I don't know, man. I bought so many. This one is a good MCU.
That one's amazing.
It's a good MCU figure.
Yeah.
So they do comic and MCU.
This was a Walmart exclusive.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they always put more of their love in the MCU characters.
It's the more recognized right now, I think.
So
a kid going down the toy aisle is not going to know who Stingray is, but they'll know who Captain America is.
So not bad for a $20 figure. I mean, there's a lot of different versions of this cap, imports and.
I want to get that one with the hammer.
What's your guys' favorite Marvel Legends figure?
Man, that's tough.
Right here. I think
that's my favorite.
Yeah. That's a really good looking one.
Can you imagine that? Look at that Han Solo.
Yeah, it comes with
I do like
Captain America.
I do like
to have a battle with them too.
Yeah,
I do like the Spider Punk figure. That's
it comes with the Chris Evans head sculpt too.
Yeah, so I've been collecting Marvel Legends since the early 2000s when the first wave. I remember buying the first wave, so I've been a Marvel Legends fan for a long time.
So Marvel Legends and a hot toy right here.
Yeah.
Marvel Legends and a hot toy walking to a bar.
Yeah, one thing I really enjoyed about I don't have any Toy Biz figures, but one thing I really do enjoy about them is the amount of detail that they have, the paint applications. I feel like it's very lacking on Marvel Legends. Hasbro.
Some of them seem very rushed.
I mean, I feel like they exactly. I always feel like they always nail something, but then they they always jip you on another thing.
One little detail
It's
they leave out, and that could make the figure perfect. Like one little hand accessory, one little weapon, one little thing. They just kind of
exactly like they'll make a dope figure, but then it won't come with anything. The lack of accessories is what.
Is there like a big difference in the price points between the?
No, they're all around 20.
They're all about the same figures, but one
$20 to $25. Yeah, well, it just depends. Like you kind of want
have opinions on something you don't.
Yeah, you kind of want the perfect representation of a figure, but you just don't get it. It's kind of like a letdown, you know.
No, I mean if I'm paying like how much for a Hot Toy, and then you get all those figures. Because I was looking at the Hot Toys figures just yesterday, and I looked at the Mysterio one. Mysterio comes with shit.
Are you talking about the MCU?
Yeah, the MCU one. It comes with nothing but hands.
Yeah, exactly. It should have came with a Jake. It should have came with a Jake
Mysterio.
Does it come? Yeah, it
should have came with a couple of drones.
More effects. Yeah, drones.
Nothing at all. But the price point on it is just so high compared to other figures.
Maybe a deluxe. A deluxe where he comes with that suit.
Yeah.
You know what's that suit called?
Mocap shoot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That would have been nice to have a Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, so speaking of, let's transition to Hot Toys since we're talking about it. Hot Toys is, like I said earlier, it's a Hong Kong brand. Wow. It's very highly detailed, highly expensive figures, dolls, if you will. This Han Solo is a Hot Toy. Usually the prices range from like $220 to $300 for some aftermarket ones that are worth like $600, $800. They're like there's some really expensive ones out there.
Yeah,
they're very limited. They're very there's only one place to find them in the city. If you go to Cards and Comics Central, ask for Daryl. That's the one place in the city you can find them. They're really cool. They range from Star Wars figures, MCU figures, to Back to the Future, to Terminator, to RoboCop. Yeah. So pretty much any big franchise.
Those are definitely harder to find. A lot of the older ones.
Yeah,
incredibly detailed, man. So realistic.
It's like Han Solo, Harrison Ford is just hanging out here. He's our guest today. So they're very highly detailed, well made, cloth clothing. Yeah. So many accessories. The details, the finest little details. Such a great line of figures. It's definitely for a more high end collector. If you're really serious about collecting, it's kind of a step up, kind of an evolution for action figure collectors. You step up to this level. It's kind of a very expensive habit.
They are pretty costly, right?
It's like
they average around $250 or something like that.
Yeah, about $250 to $350. It's like you reach a certain plateau.
They average about $250 to $350.
Yeah, once you go Hot Toys, you can't go back. I mean,
but I gotta say again, the detail is just so magnificent. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but that looks just like like Harrison Ford. You know, like wow, they're really cool.
Do they have a because I see that's Harrison Ford. Do they have like an Indiana Jones?
I'm sure they do.
No, they do.
It'd be sick to have them like side by side to see how close. Like you get to see like the different ages that like to see if they age them or anything.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
The detail is so great.
They do.
What do they use? 3D printing technology or something?
They just have fine sculptors that sit in a room and make it perfect. They just stare at a picture and make it perfect.
Yeah, man. The paint applications.
Those sculptors are amazing.
So Dre, what are your standouts for some of your Hot Toys or some of your favorites? This is my personal favorite Han Solo. That's why he's here today.
Well, when I actually started collecting Hot Toys, I have this guy to thank. He was a big influence.
I influenced a lot of
He was one of the first guys I've seen that actually owned the Hot Toy. Like, I've seen him before, like, solicited and pictures and, just collecting. You kind of
it's a whole different
going to different lines,
When you see them up close, it's a total different. Like, you see it on there, they look amazing, but then you see them up close, like, oh, man, this is like a piece of art you're owning.
Yeah, so I
amazing statues.
I don't remember when the first time I ever came here, I think you probably only had Solo. I think you had the War Machine.
Captain America.
And probably Captain America.
Those were my first ones.
Exactly. Yeah. I just got into them, and I'm 9 Hot Toys in right now. The latest
me right now, damn.
Yeah, 9.
I'm too behind. I'll catch up.
The latest one.
I 9 Hot Toys. Oh my god!
The latest one I just picked up this week is I got the Darth Vader from Empire Strikes Back. It's an amazing figure.
Where is it? You should have brought it.
I should have brought it. But, he's big. He's about 13 inches. He comes with this.
Yeah, he is.
Comes with an amazing base.
Yeah, he does.
Got that, folks?
I mean, yeah. Comes from that base from let's see that
Empire.
infamous the infamous fight from him and his son. Spoiler alert. On Cloud City.
What? His father?
Yeah.
Chewbacca's Luke's father.
It's amazing. And another standout in my collection right now, my favorite. I got the Neo from the Matrix.
Really?
Keanu, yeah, it's an amazing.
That's
figure.
a figure I would love
the
to
accessories it comes with. It comes with a wired cape. So many options. The Keanu Reeves head sculpt is amazing. It's better than the John Wick one for sure.
Really? I was about to bring up the John Wick one. I thought the John Wick one looks.
No, the younger.
From what I've seen, it looks cool.
Keanu is definitely better.
Hey, Scumbag Danny has that one, right?
Yes, Scumbag.
So
Danny
you prefer the younger
yeah, the younger Keanu. I do want the John Wick though, because I'm a big John Wick fan. I love the movies.
So you like the younger Keanu? All right.
Whoa.
Pretty much what all the ladies think too, right? Like,
wait, I have to say it. Morpheus. Morpheus.
All right, cool. Yeah, check out Hot Toys. Like I said, you can find them. I'll put a link to Cards and Comics Central on Geary. They have a great selection. If whatever you're into, they have a wall of Hot Toys. Probably the only place in the Bay Area you can find them unless you go to like a convention or what have you. So it's a great shop too if you're looking for toys. They have a good variety of comics, toys, just all kinds of stuff. Cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all that stuff.
place is huge.
I think
The place is huge.
for San Francisco.
And actually be on the lookout for an interview and a walkthrough at the Cards and Comics.
And where can we find them? Where can we find
San
them?
Francisco. On Gary Street.
On Gary between what?
I just
He just
18th and 19th.
So, and who do we ask for?
Daryl. Ask for Daryl.
Daryl.
That's the man.
Daryl.
Well, I'll talk about Daryl more on my pull list. So just a quick thought. You got anything pre-ordered or coming on the way next year? Anything standing out to you?
as far as Hot Toys goes, that's
As far as anything really.
okay. Anything. Let's see. I have that 3-pack Marvel Legends, the one with Jean Grey, Cyclops,
yeah, I want that one,
and
yeah.
Wolverine.
Is that out yet? Or it's about to come out.
It's about to come out. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks badass. I kinda
what
want
name
that
is it? They gave it some Triangle Love or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, they always had a.
That Jean Grey looks amazing, and the Cyclops looks amazing. I don't really care about the Wolverine.
The Wolverine's been done already.
Yeah, I have a bunch of Wolverines.
There's like 10 Wolverines that came out this year. So
I don't care. Yeah, it's
exactly.
Over.
So I have
I
that.
have my Mezco Wolverine. I don't need any Wolverine.
Yeah, I have that on pre-order, and I have the Captain America Hot Toys from Endgame on pre-order.
Yeah, if I didn't have that Winter Soldier Captain America, I'd probably get that.
I had to get that one.
This is the only one.
That's about it.
All right, that's cool. Me, I only have a couple things on pre-order right now. I have the Batman black and white McFarlane statue.
Oh, I needed to get that.
Yes,
It's already on pre-order?
It's on pre-order.
Black and white McFarlane statue. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, McFarlane of the cover right there. I think I showed you a picture of that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw that.
It's
That's
a
beautiful.
badass statue. It got released at San Diego. It looks so.
When
amazing.
you get that, you'll definitely have to show.
I'll be doing an unboxing of that. Yeah, I actually got it. I got it from Sideshow. I actually had the $30 credit, so I got it for like $70 bucks.
Oh,
so, yeah,
awesome, man! I need to check it out.
Yeah, no, I think it's going for like one. Now the price went up; it's like $135 on Sideshow now.
Wow,
that's not too bad.
I got in, saved like $60, so I'm happy about that. Also, I have the Baroness Kodabushido statue. Kodabushido is a sexy lady style.
Kotobukiya?
Kotobukiya, yes.
Kotobukiya.
Kotobushi?
Yeah, Kotobukiya. It's the Bishodu line, I
Bushido,
think.
Bushido.
Bushido.
Look it up, Rick. Can you please make sure we're pronouncing that right?
We're all right. So yeah, I got that pre-ordered. They're doing GI Joe figures. They've done like sexy comic book figures, sexy horror figures. Like it's kind of like a cheesy anime sexy girl kind of figures. I really dig. And Baroness is one of my favorite characters. They're doing her. I believe I saw the Scarlet. Actually, at Cards and Comics last night. It looks really good.
You have a couple of those, right?
I have a couple. I have the Psylocke. I have the Scarlet Witch. I have a Jean Grey. So yeah, it's a very
this stuff right
super
here.
like super cheesy, like anime style girls, like sexy poses and all that. So Baroness is one of my favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you have?
Fuck, I can't
Sexy Freddy?
No. Damn, I don't know why my mind is blank on it. Asian girl, X-Men. Jubilee.
Jubilee? Oh, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say Psylocke.
I had the Psylocke. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
No,
cool.
she's very hot.
You guys don't pre-order stuff, so we'll skip you guys. Going next on the agenda.
This is your stuff right here. So.
Yeah, going next on the agenda, we're going to go to the pool list. Alex, what did you pick up this week? What did you watch? What did you listen to? What stands out this week to you?
What stands out to me this week?
Good or bad?
Good or bad? As far as again, comic books, movies, everything.
Yeah, just what comes up to your head. What's your pool list for this week?
My pool list for this week. Okay. What am I getting? Immortal Hulk just came out. And if you haven't read it, you should.
I heard it's good.
It is absolutely amazing. Pretty much, it follows the title, Immortal Hulk. So basically, Hulk is just going on another level as far as powers and digging into the origins of his creation, of the Hulk's creation. He is not. He's not just a simple character, Bruce Banner, who gets hit by gamma rays. He's actually something more than that. If you've ever read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, I think it's kind of like evolving the Hulk in a similar way to Alan Moore evolving the character of Swamp Thing. So it is very good.
What issue are they on now?
They're just came out with the double issue number 25.
So some big thing happens.
A big reveal happens at the end of that story.
I heard some rumblings about
it's very far out. It's amazing read.
I read the first trade. I wasn't really into it, and Hondo and our buddy Matty Ice, maybe coming soon. They recommended. It said keep reading, so I read the next trade. I'm on board. It's really good. The second trade really kind of kicks it up a notch. So yeah, definitely. Immortal Hulk is definitely a good one. Anything else, Alex?
I just saw Dolomite. Dolomite is my name on Netflix.
Directed by.
I forget his name. But it was very, very good, very entertaining. Starring Eddie Murphy.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes is really good in that. Craig
Robinson.
Craig Robinson.
Who I met, who's a great guy.
Yeah, and I saw that, and that was pretty good. I saw that yesterday.
Good pull list for this week. Dre, anything that stands out for you this week? Did you buy anything? Watch anything?
Besides that, Vader. Haven't really watched anything this week. Kind of been a busy week for me. Do want to talk about the Joker movie whenever you get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's gonna be an epic episode, right?
What's
there.
that?
Arthur the movie. Arthur.
Yeah, but that's kind of the discussion I'm waiting for. Like I said, yeah. Besides that, Vader, it's kind of been a dull week for me. Just been super busy. So
okay. Daryl again from Cars and Comics Central recommended this. This book right here, Ghost Rider #1, I believe just came out this week or last week. Great. Actually, I read it this morning. It's actually really good. What's his name? Breslin. Have you heard of?
Is that Mark Texera cover?
No. Cooter. His name. I think his name's.
Oh, Aaron Cooter.
Yeah, that's his name. Don't blame me. Actually, really good. It's kind of Cooter. It's actually really good. It's dealing with. I guess I haven't read Ghost Rider in a long time, but I guess Johnny Blaze is the new king of hell. He's like running hell right now, and a bunch of demons escape hell, and he has to get Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider from the 90s, to team up with him and kind of get the. It's kind of like the plot of the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. It's
sounds like a problem.
So the original Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze is the king of hell,
so this is Danny.
And he gets the second Ghost Rider, Danny Ketch.
Yeah, and it's kind of they're kind of not on the same page.
They go buddy cop movie on it.
Nice. Yeah,
it's actually really good.
Very good.
Really, the art's amazing. It's a cool. I didn't know Johnny Blaze is the king of hell. He kind of replaced Mephisto. Mephisto's like in prison, locked up somewhere. So he pretty much Johnny Blaze took over
in
hell.
prison. That's funny.
They locked up the devil.
They locked up the devil.
Well, wouldn't you lock up the devil?
Yeah.
I mean,
If you could?
Who's the guy who's like, all right, you've been bad. I'm supposed to be bad.
And like
All right,
Danny Cage is like running a bar, and he's like going through some shit, and he's like going through a lot of a crisis of confidence right now. And so Johnny Blaze is trying to pull him back in to like help him get these demons back into hell. It's a really good first issue. It's some like good little twist, good art. The art's amazing. I really like the art. Really good recommendation from Daryl. I'm definitely probably going to check another issue of that or wait for the trade, which I like to do too. I love the design on Johnny Blaze. Has a new. You see that? Yeah, he's like
nice.
It's a badass book. I'm really digging it.
This is Johnny Blaze?
That's Johnny Blaze. He has like a weird crown, horn head. Like he's.
The horn.
If you look at it up close, it looks like the devil.
got like a Darth Maul kind of.
Definitely.
It's very cool.
I'm gonna need a Marvel. I'm gonna need a
cool.
I'm gonna need a Marvel Legend of that.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I really like it a lot. It's definitely an interesting read. A good recommendation from Daryl from Cards and Comics Central.
Cool.
So another book I want to kind of talk about briefly. I was kind of disappointed in Cosmic Ghost Rider versus the Marvel destroys the Marvel universe. I was really bummed. I liked the character Cosmic Ghost Rider, but I've discovered the thing is only when Danny Cates is writing him. When Danny Cates is not writing him,
it's not Donny Cates. That was going to be my next question.
It's not Donny Cates. So, I like the. If you haven't read the Thanos story that Danny Cates did, it's amazing. Thanos Must Die. He did a 2-part storyline with Thanos where he introduces the Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cosmic Ghost Rider is pretty much he's Frank Castle, but from the future, where he dies, makes a deal with the devil, and becomes a new Ghost Rider. Then he makes a deal with Galactus and becomes a Herald of Galactus, so he becomes the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and he's batshit crazy. So it's actually really good. It doesn't. This description doesn't do it justice, but it's actually really intriguing, and the character's really hilarious, and he's insane from being alive for thousands of years. If you get a chance to read Thanos Must Die, and also
Venom.
So it's actually
and
Frank
also Venom,
Castle.
right?
Yeah.
Donny Cates.
Danny Cates wrote Venom. Thank you, Alex.
So Donny Cates is on fire. He has the Midas touch.
He's a great
pretty
writer.
much any writing that he does for comics, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Venom. It's highly acclaimed. Pretty much all the comic book people are loving it. I've read some of it and I think it's really good.
Who's writing this one right here?
So back to my pick. Paul Scheer and Nick Giovanti. Now it's kind of, I've seen this done before in comics where he goes back and like retells the origin, but him involved. Deadpool has done that a bunch of times.
Oh yeah.
So I found it really boring and kind of repetitive and just kind of like I see what he's doing. They're going back and like inserting him in the history of the Marvel universe and going through events. I got bored and had to stop reading because it wasn't my bag.
Didn't grab you.
It didn't grab me. It just felt like I've seen this story before, and just like they're retelling. Some of the art's okay, but it's just I think if Danny Cates is writing Cosmic Ghost Rider, I like it. If he's not writing Cosmic Ghost Rider, I don't like it. So kind of a bummer. But forgot to mention in my Marvel Legends picks, Cosmic Ghost Rider's coming out.
Oh yeah,
figure.
with the bike.
It looks amazing. I can't wait for that.
Oh, that unboxing is going to be awesome. Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Forgot about that one. No.
Yeah, that slipped my mind. But the Cosmic Ghost Rider figure, that's what I'm looking forward to. Cosmic Ghost Rider destroys the Marvel Universe, not so much. Yeah. Kind of a letdown. Rick, you got anything you read this week or anything you stands out or read, watched?
No.
Okay. Thank
you.
All right.
Not this week. No.
He's been
busy. Hey, but Rick's got an awesome shirt this week again.
Thank you.
And which you want to show the people? Come on, get up.
Show your shirt.
All right.
Show your shirt. Whip that shirt out.
Not the face.
Not the face.
Snick.
Show the shirt, but not the face.
We know who the hater is. This little bitch right here.
Whoa, come on.
Hey, that's un-Wolverine-like.
I thought this was a kid-friendly shirt.
Is that a Romita shirt? No. John Romita?
Pretty cool, man. So
is that Romita Jr.?
This is the Rick.
Who's the artist?
The Rick Quintero collection.
Okay.
You know, different.
Who's the artist? Is that generic Wolverine?
I can't tell who's the artist. Doesn't it say on the side?
John Romita Jr., isn't it?
That might be. That's based on a John Romita Jr. cover.
Yeah, right. I think it's John Romita Jr.
Anyways, I like the shirt. The shirt was cool.
Right.
No, it's pretty mean, by the way. You owe me an apology, sir.
And you're gonna be waiting a long.
Can you guys
time.
get along? Jeez, man. Oh man.
Be nice.
All right,
Be nice to Dre.
Thanks. Silence.
Scumbag Dre.
Silence.
Everybody loves Dre.
Hell no, they don't.
Everybody loves Scumbag Dre.
It's gone off the rails already.
Yeah.
All right, it's too early for this. All right. So cool. Some good pool lists. So next we're gonna talk about hidden gems. Hidden gems is basically stuff that stands out that people might not know about. Some, it could be a comic that no one really is not in the mainstream, or a toy that no one probably you don't see everywhere. Just something that's personal to you that you really love that you want to share. It's a guest show and tell. So we're gonna start off with Dre here. Dre, you got something for us? We're gonna do a live unboxing.
Wow.
Yeah, I kind of cut it open already. So this isn't really a hidden gem. So this is actually from New York Comic Con this year. It was actually earlier this month in October. New York Comic Con was happening. I obviously couldn't make it, but this figure or this set was the only thing that kind of this
I know
set
what this is.
the only one that kind of like stuck out to me. Hopefully you know what this is.
I think I know what this is. Yeah.
It was pretty fucking cool.
Whip it out, Dre.
We're gonna whip it out. We're gonna show you.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
I think I'm gonna.
Want to take the box?
Yeah, take the box from me, sir. Thank you. I'm just gonna open it, and I'm probably gonna open it here and play with the figure.
Well, stop teasing us, man.
All right.
Okay.
Open it up and play with it.
Get to stepping, Dre. Come on, man.
I think Ray already knows what this is. But anyways,
Woo, don't mess it up.
one of my favorite characters ever, and that character is a Yautja. So this is the Green Lantern.
I was wrong. I thought it was gonna be the Mezco 2-pack, the Black Mask Batman.
Oh no, that was the good one. But honestly,
I'm kind of disappointed.
yeah, this thing.
Wait, I gotta see it.
This thing actually stuck out to me. I guess this is from Green Lantern number 24.
NECA, right?
Yeah, this is a NECA figure. NECA box set.
Great figures. NECA produces a lot of horror figures, and they've been kind of dipping in the Marvel, the DC Dark Horse crossovers and stuff like that.
Wow!
So this was pretty.
Wait,
if you guys could see it.
Yeah.
Pretty badass.
Predator has a yellow lantern.
He's part of the Sinestro Corps,
That
right?
is fucking awesome.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Yeah, you got Hal Jordan, and you got the John Stewart head sculpt, so you can switch whichever Green Lantern you like. The Yautja sold me. I'm a big Predator guy.
Oh wow!
I need to still read that. I mean, I know. Here's a fun fact. I know that Predator was just a background character in, I guess, in that story. I still need to read it. Green Lantern number 24.
Green Lantern 24. I'm looking that up.
I think
I'm looking up Green Lantern Predator.
And I also got to read the Sinestro.
I never heard of this.
I have that. I have the whole run.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Sinestro Corps War.
Sinestro Corps War.
Yeah.
Great story.
Blackest Night and all the way up to Brightest Night. I got the
So,
whole thing.
anyways, again, I'm impressed, Dre.
Yeah,
I had no idea you
figures
had
are
all these
beautiful,
toys, man.
Those figures are
NECA really knows
The secret origins of Dre.
Yeah.
Sadly, NECA is doing DC figures better than DC because DC's Essential line is
They
horrible.
suck, man.
They're
DC's
long, they're like 7-inch, 8-inch figures. They look weird and awkward. They have long arms. NECA's actually doing DC figures.
Yeah, that
better.
Hal Jordan.
That's probably the best Hal Jordan figure I've
sick.
ever seen. Actually,
Yeah, I had to get it. It was pretty dope.
it's really nice. It's a really quality figure. I really, I really dig it.
Yeah, dude.
Rick, check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a good hidden gem right there. I like that a lot.
Yeah, you're right, dude. The Hal Jordan sculpt is really nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. Very cool. Probably won't let you unbox it here. That looks good in the package. You're gonna do that at home. But that is an amazing figure. Really good pick.
Good pick, Dre.
Good
Wow.
hidden gem.
Thanks, fellas.
Alex, what is your hidden gem for the week?
Hidden gem for the week. You
had all week to think about this.
I
Alex.
know. I didn't bring it.
Right on.
But I still want to show I bought a new Joker book a couple of weeks ago, and
Was that the Carpenter one you were telling us about?
it's written by director, creator of Halloween, The Thing, a bunch of iconic movies, John Carpenter. It's written by him, and there was a variant cover done by this amazing artist named Brian Boland. And unfortunately, I cannot show it to you, but I will soon. when I remember to bring my books and things like that.
Yeah.
Epic fail on my part.
I just asked you all week to bring your books. Yeah.
I know. I should have put them in my car.
Yep. You had one chance. So,
You blew it.
So my hidden gem for the week. Usually, my whole room is a hidden gem. So this week I just wanted my hidden gem. If you haven't read it, She-Hulk by Jonathan Byrne. John Byrne. He writes and does the art for this book. It's amazing. She-Hulk is going to be in the Disney Plus TV series. So
it's Hulk's cousin.
Hulk's cousin Jennifer Walters. She gets a blood transfusion from her cousin Bruce, and she becomes a She-Hulk. She's not a mindless beast like him. She kind of has it under control, and she actually when she transforms into a She-Hulk, she just becomes a tall, hot, badass babe.
She's a doctor, right?
Lawyer. So it's if you guys never. If you're interested in the She-Hulk character and you're interested in the new TV show coming out, this book is great. It's John Byrne did 2 stints. He did issue 1 through 8. Then he left the book for a while. Then came back and started with issue 31 and kind of picked up what he left off and kind of ignored all the stuff that happened in between. I think this is John Byrne at his best. Some of his great work. His humor is really hilarious. She breaks the fourth wall before Deadpool and all that. She kind of talks to the audience. Some of John Byrne's best art. It's just like cheesy. It's a badass character. She's beautiful, but she's hilarious. She's
green.
She's green.
She's green.
But sexy. Yeah.
It goes through the history. She very deep cuts on some of John Byrne's love of comics. Whoa. You can see some of the art, like the famous cover, the Demi Moore Vanity Fair cover.
Yeah.
But parody.
Oh, homage, huh? Parody,
that's a $50 book right there.
Yeah, that is.
So it's great. The art's really amazing. It's hilarious. He takes jabs at the comic industry. John Byrne is definitely a controversial figure. He kind of speaks his mind, and some people don't like that. But I think he's my goat. He's my favorite artist of all time. It blurs the line from it kind of teases the audience, kind of messes with the audience, and there's famous scenes where they're just kind of trolling the audience, and on the cover they said, She-Hulk's going to do jumping jacks, and kind of just making fun of the genre. Just one of the underrated book. If you haven't read She-Hulk, I love this character a lot, and I'm excited about the Disney Plus show. So if you ever get a chance to read She-Hulk, please do. These collections are kind of hard to find right now, but they're going down in price because there's a big omnibus coming out next April, I believe, pre-ordered at Amazing Fantasy on Irving, 8th and Irving. It's a great book. It's underrated. People don't really talk about it. I've been trying to get these guys to read it, and they've ignored me, all my requests. So I've been trying to get these guys to read it.
He didn't even read the crossover classics, and he's taking those books. The next book you're not going to read?
I'm going to get the omnibus.
Come on, Rick.
I have some of the individual issues, the floppies.
You have an omnibus? No.
So
actually, it shouldn't be Hondo. It should be Dr. Omnibus.
Dr.
That's another
he
one.
just brings out books.
I have a good amount of omnibus. Omnibuy.
So I had a question about I know this is the more
than one plural.
The more classic She-Hulk. So there's another woman Hulk, but she's not referred to as a she. I don't want to get political here.
Oh, the new one, Jason Aaron's run.
Yeah, but
so it's Jennifer Walters.
She's Hulk.
It's just Hulk.
Yeah,
right?
she's just. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. My She-Hulk was.
She looks different too.
She's all she looks like the Hulk, but with a wig. I'm not a big fan of that. I know
she looks like Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
horrible.
Yeah, she's a different green. Yeah, she looks more savagey.
I like this. This is my She-Hulk. This is the She-Hulk I love.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe they just got rid of they just got rid of the she.
It's one of the things that kind of turns me off about Jason Aaron's run on Avengers. It looks good. I kind of want to read it, but I don't want to hulked out weird looking.
But they're the
She-Hulk.
same character.
This is Jennifer Walters.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's dating Thor. It's like a whole thing. It's she doesn't want to be known for her looks, and I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it. Maybe some people will, but I this is my She-Hulk. You want a good She-Hulk, and I hope I hope for the Disney Plus show they pull from this. I think this would
breaking the fourth wall is.
Have they casted the Disney Plus show?
This will. Can I finish my thought before you guys?
Sorry.
You get me all riled up. So I really hope they pull from this. This has some great storylines, great interaction, great. It's a lawyer drama. It's a comedy. It's a action. It's a love story. It's everything you want. I hope they pull from this. And back to your point of casting, it's really important they cast the right person. For She-Hulk, I think they really need to kind of.
They haven't cast.
They haven't cast anybody. They haven't got any writers. They haven't said what what storylines are going to pull from. But if they do, I think they need to pull from that. So yeah, She-Hulk. That's my hidden gem for the week. If you try to find it,
nice.
If you can. If you can't find it, pre-order the omnibus that's coming out. It's going to have that whole collection in it with a bunch of
one.
That's the whole John Byrne run right there. That's all John, and that's all the really only ones you got to read. Dan Slott actually did a good run of She-Hulk. It was pretty decent. Not as great as this, but a pretty decent run. Let's see. Rick, you got any hidden gems for us this week?
One hidden gem that I don't have it. I didn't even bring the book.
Of course, no one brings anything else.
Yeah,
Thanks, Dre, for bringing something. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I went on the So yeah, the one hidden
Dre's
gem
coming back. I don't know about you other assholes.
It's the Wildstorm book. Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. I just was starting to read that one more time. Yeah. After watching Freddy vs. Jason, then I was like, you know what, let me read the comic book. So if you guys haven't found or haven't read the Wildstorm trade.
The first one, right?
Yeah, the first one. Nightmare Warrior is not as good. Mm-hmm. Well, but the only thing is good is they introduced Tommy Jarvis.
The best thing about that first Freddy vs. Jason, that was actually the script to the
movie,
pencil. They were going to do Ash versus Freddy vs. Jason. But they couldn't work it out, and the studio didn't think Ash was a big enough character to carry a movie.
Oh, man.
So in an alternate universe, we would have got the most epic movie ever, Ash versus Freddy versus Jason. Yeah. That would have been amazing. I
think he would have came out on top.
Of course, he's Ash.
Ash should have won. I mean, as a Jason fan, I would have wanted Jason to win, but yeah, Jason would have got his ass handed to him by Ash.
So since we brought up the movie, would you guys actually like the movie?
Which one? Freddy vs.
Jason? I like a lot of it. I like the fights. I like the Freddy versus Jason fights.
Yeah, I like
some of the story is kind of corny, like whatever. Yeah. Like it's kind of cheese.
Yeah,
I like the makeup and all the gore.
Jason still to me is probably in my top 10 cinematic fights of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
That would have been so cool to have. Ash from Evil Dead.
That would have been the best.
Been sick.
Because it's an aged Ash. Not as.
I like my Ash aged. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so cool. That's
nice.
Good. That's a good pickup. Yeah. You should have brought the book.
I should have brought the book.
I have it, but we're not going to pull it.
Yeah.
I should have mentioned it earlier when he had like an hour of planning, Rick.
Woke up at 7 o'clock.
This is my Tim Tebow moment.
You're destroying the show.
I'm never gonna forget again.
Never forget. All right, so I think that was a good discussion. We hit a lot of topics. We went a little over an hour, so that's not too bad. First, I want to plug Graham. He sent me a message. Saliva Tribe. Their next show is next Wednesday at the ABCO Art Space in Oakland. They're playing with Iron Lung, Bad Breeding, and Screaming Fist. Wednesday is the 30th. Wednesday the 30th. So ABC.
Devil's Night.
ABC, Art Space in Oakland. With a bunch of other bands. Go check them out. Saliva Tribe. Check them out online. He did our intro. It's amazing. I'm really happy with it.
I like it.
Yeah. It's a really good, great job. Alex, where can people find you? Are you on the internet?
I'm on Instagram. ALEURB, ALEURB 19 on Instagram. And that's where you'll find me.
Cool. Dre, you're parts unknown, right?
Parts unknown. Sorry, I'm not an Instagram guy. I'm not a Facebook, but I have a Snapchat if you guys want to add
it. He is a 13-year-old girl.
He's a Snapchat model, this guy.
Yeah.
Pay him $100, he'll send you pics.
I'll play with your toys and I'll pose them.
There you go. He's a poser for sure.
You can find me walking the earth like Kane in Kung Fu. No, you can SF Comic Book Co. At Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, tweet at Rick. He runs a Twitter supposedly. So cool. I'm RayDoomZilla on Instagram. We're just gonna go by that because it's easy to find. I just want to thank everyone this week that came through, and I think this was a fun show. I think next week's show we have Bishop. Our friend Bishop's going to be joining us, and the dramatic return of Fritchie. So hopefully he'll be a little sober this time. Cool. I think look for us on Instagram, SF Comic Book Co. On Twitter, SF Comic Book Co. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching this whole video. If you watched the whole video, let's see. I think it was a great show. And cool. You guys, see you guys next time.
All right.
Take care.